Go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at the home of the Grangeville Bulldogs in Grangeville. Clark Grogan is here as well, but he is currently just enjoying the current game that's going on, as was about 54 seconds left in the JV game for the JV boys. And that game is, let's see, try and get some noise to Clark so he can hear me. That game is 41 seconds
when life throws you a curveball. Your P1FCU debit account.
Hang on. The JV boys are up 52-40 currently in the waning seconds of this JV game. And when we got here, it was a little bit closer than that. The Lumberjack JV made a run in that third quarter that gave them a little bit of a cushion, and they've been able to manage that cushion okay here in the last parts of this game. So it looks like the JV boys are going to stay undefeated here today with the win over Grangeville, and then the varsity boys just have to handle business. That's about right here this afternoon from Grangeville, right?
I would hope so, yeah.
All right, I guess I should have used the Velcro down there on the other side of that table. You almost flipped it up on you, huh?
I did.
In any case, we have the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off coming your way, and we'll be back with more.
When life throws you a curveball, your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers great features like money-saving discounts, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and cash back. This card saves you money. Does your debit card do that? P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Preferred debit account. Insured by NCUA.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by XXX Speed. That's right, 10th Street Superstop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. If it's farm supplies and pet feed you need, go see XXX Feed. That's 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Prince Electric is a family-owned and operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Prince Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Prince Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Prince Electric in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You can call Andy's Arbor Recycling. Andy's Arbor Recycling specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning. Andy's Arbor Recycling also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of thinning, tree removal, and site reparations, call Andy's Arbor Recycling. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. And Arbor Recycling.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet auction, spirit building, senior night, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping local. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IPA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh, yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Tim Parrish, Clark Grogan back here at the home of the Grangeville Bulldogs. The varsity team's out here getting warmed up. JV Lumberjacks took the win 52-42 to get things started today, and it looked like it was a pretty good game.
I thought it was a great game to watch. Both teams really were playing fairly well.
All right. Well, now I guess we'll get into the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off for our game today. Taking a look at the records for the 2A Central Idaho League. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks come into the matchup with a 13-0 record. They are 2-0 in league play. Their last game was a win over Priest River on Tuesday, 65-50, and the Lumberjacks still second in the power rankings on Idaho Sports. Grangeville with an 8-4 record, 2-1 in league play, beat Kamei on the 26th, 56-45. Currently 8th in the 2A power rankings. Orofino at 500, 7-7 on the season, 0-3 in league play, lost to Kendrick 59-49 on the 29th. They are on a 4-game losing streak at the moment, and their next game is not until the 4th of February. They will be at Deary. They are 10th in the power rankings. Taking a look at the power rankings from idahosports.com, 1 through 5, it's Valley at 15-1. St. Mary's second at 13-0. North Fremont at third at 15-0. Melba at fourth 13-2, and Ambrose number 5 at 13-1. Interesting note that I just found out doing some research. Ambrose is actually a team. They are a state champion team from last year, but they were in the 1A ranks, and this is their first year up in the 2A ranks. So that is a new team, actually 2-hour classification. In the coaches poll, it is North Fremont, St. Mary's, Westside, Ambrose, and Melba. In the media polls, it is North Fremont, St. Mary's, Westside, Ambrose, and Valley. And I added the Max Prep standings as well, or rankings. Max Prep for 2A, St. Mary's number 1, Ambrose number 2, Valley number 3, and North Fremont number 4, Westside number 5. And the overall in Idaho for all divisions standings or rankings, St. Mary's is at the top of the overall in all divisions in Max Prep. And then the next 4 are all 5A schools, Madison, Meridian, Lake City, and Rigby. So Lumberjacks in some interesting company in that overall.
They've got a lofty ranking right now, but I'd still be interested to see them play a 5A. I still think a 5A with all their muscle and all the more talent that they would have.
Yeah.
Would make it really interesting.
It'd be a tough night, maybe.
It might be.
In any case, that is a look at the rankings and the standings. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca, great service, and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. It's one of the many ways Block has adapt.
There we are back with the more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. Your Lumberjacks taking on the 2A Central Idaho League Grangeville Bulldog opponent here in league action. The Lumberjacks, like I said, 13-0 overall, 2-0 in league play, ranked first in the state for 2A and also first in all divisions on max prep, and a big lead game here tonight. If Grangeville was to win this one, they would be split with St. Mary's. And if St. Mary's was to beat Orofino in the next game, both teams would be 3-1. And you discussed that point differential is what they go off of to split that tie. So that's what would happen to determine who gets to host this.
Well, let's hope it doesn't boil down to that after tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's obviously definitely the hope there. The Lumberjacks, they don't have to win it. Well, actually, to win league all out, I have to correct myself there. They do have to win tonight to win league all out, basically. Unless, of course, Orofino beat them, then they'd be in that same situation, but with Orofino.
And again, yes, we don't want to see that have to be a part of it.
So they do technically have to win tonight to win league. But I don't think it's going to be an easy win. Grangeville was a pretty formidable opponent up in St. Mary's when they played. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, obviously. That's why they play the game, right?
That's why you play. You don't just assume by their accolades.
Yeah. So, as I mentioned, the winner of league this year will be able to host the district championship games basically at their home court. So if St. Mary's wins that league, we will host whoever wins out of Orofino and Grangeville in the previous round. We'll host those games in St. Mary's, which is new this year and is pretty cool, actually.
I think it'd be nice, not so much travel.
The Lumberjacks' last game was a 65-50 win over Priest River. In that game, the Jacks shot 39% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 66% from the free throw line. They pulled down 39 rebounds, 10 assists, 6 steals, and had just 7 turnovers. They also scored 19 second-chance points, 16 points off turnovers, and Tristan Gentry led in scoring. He had 17 points, and he also had 13 rebounds, giving him the double-double. Eli Gibson had 13 points. Coleman Ross led in assists with 3. And I can't ask Clark his thinkings on that game because he wasn't there for that one. He was busy with some other stuff.
You're talking about the Orofino game?
The Priest River game.
The Priest River game. From what I understand, they could have named their score against them.
So with that, we'll go ahead and take another break, and we'll be back with more. Introducing the all-new 2021 Yamaha Wolverine R-Max 1000. The Wolverine R-Max 1000 delivers class-leading power and smooth performance thanks to its new powerful 999cc dual overhead cam 8-valve parallel twin engine featuring legendary Yamaha durability. The all-new advanced and heavy-duty suspension is designed to provide maximum articulation in low-speed situations, a balanced ride feeling when trail riding, and maximize damping during sport driving. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today to see for yourself the all-new Yamaha Wolverine R-Max and realize your adventure. Always protect the environment, wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. It's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we are back. Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE. The Lumberjacks played the Bulldogs back on January the 16th. They won that game 60-50, but it was a pretty good battle. The first period ended in a 17-17 tie before St. Mary's outscored the Bulldogs 12-6 in the second, taking a slim 29-23 lead into the half. In the second half, St. Mary's outscored Grangeville by a narrow margin, 31-27, to get the final score of 60-50. Grayson Sands led the team in scoring with that one. He had 15. Gibson and Gentry both added 14 points. And Gibson led in assists and rebounds. He had 5 assists, 5 rebounds. The Jacks shot 48% from the field, 25% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. And what do you recall from that game?
So what I recall from that game is that Grangeville came out and said, we don't want to be run out of the gym tonight. And they held their course on the first quarter. And then I think St. Mary's kind of took over a little bit. I think that Grangeville just was a fighting team that night. I don't know what we'll see tonight, though.
So as I said before, the Lumberjacks have been outscoring their opponents by an average of 20 points per game, 60 points for St. Mary's per game, 40 points allowed to their opponents. St. Mary's has been shooting 46% from the field on the season, a very good number in my opinion. 25% from the free throw line, which isn't bad. I think you want to see that around 30. And 64% from the free throw line, which going over the last several years, 64% is good. I mean,
it's an improvement.
Coach Chase is fairly happy with anything over 50%.
And the nice thing is they've been making their free throws at clutch time.
Yeah.
And that really makes a difference.
They've also been averaging 30 rebounds, 10 assists, 11 turnovers, and 10 steals per game. Individually leading in scoring, the Lumberjacks have 3 players averaging 10 points. That's Eli Gibson, Tristan Gentry, and Grayson Sands. And that goes through every grade level just about. You've got Gibson, a senior, Gentry, a junior, and Sands, a sophomore. Ross averages 8 points per game, and Renner averages 7. So 5 players on the cusp of 10 points per game.
Tim, that's the nice thing. It's a very balanced team. One night someone else is hot. The other one, is still doing his part defensively. Can you imagine if all 5 are hot on the same night? What could happen?
Well, having that kind of depth makes it hard to shut down just one player, too. Taking a look at the Grangeville Bulldogs, 2A Central Idaho League. They are coached by Cooper Wright. They are averaging 56 points per game while allowing 44 points per game. The Bulldogs are coming off back-to-back wins. They played Orofino and Kamei, and then they had back-to-back losses before that where they lost to McCall, Donnelly, and St. Mary's. They'd like to make tonight a 3-game win streak at home while getting a league win and handing the Lumberjacks their first loss of the season. I'm sure reading the article, Coach Wright said he's going to have a plan, which obviously if you're a coach, I hope you have some sort of a plan in place.
So, yes.
To try to slow down St. Mary's both offensively and defensively because really they're strong on both sides of the ball.
Well, and that's the thing. As a coach, you want to make adjustments for the next time you meet someone. And with all the familiarity between these two teams over the years, you want to see if they can throw a new wrinkle in and see if that'll make them a little more competitive tonight.
One thing I think they could try to do is try to get St. Mary's in foul trouble early on, but I don't know if that works. You can't really plan that.
And again, there's the depth factor that goes into that.
Yeah.
And St. Mary's does have answers for this off the bench.
In the last game, the Bulldogs shot 34% from the field, 27% from three-point range, 68% from the free throw line. They tied St. Mary's in rebounds with 27. The Bulldogs had 12 turnovers in that game. They did outdo St. Mary's on second chance points. They had, they had 12. St. Mary's only had 6. Caleb Fry and Miles Lefebvre each had 12 points in that game, while Torrey Ebert had 9, and Blake Shue had 7, and Jared Lindsley had 6 points in the last matchup. In that first meeting, I talked to Coach Chase afterwards. He said he felt that St. Mary's came out a little bit flat on defense. He said he didn't know if some of that had to do. That was about the same time that the boys seen that they were number 1 ranked in Max Prep. So he didn't know if that kind of got into their head a little bit.
Oh, these are high school kids. You sometimes live by your press releases.
Yeah.
And you can't do that out on the floor. You can revel in it when you want to off the floor, but you got to be on the floor, focused, and playing your game to stay there.
And I can really actually believe that they did start out flat on defense because I went back and looked at the Lumberjacks' average per game in the first period of scoring. So the Grangeville is the one of only 3 teams to score 10 or more points in the first quarter. Post Falls JV scored 10, Lapway scored 10, and Grangeville scored 17. St. Mary's has outscored opponents in the first period 255 to 99, or an average of 20 to 8 per game. So that's quite a difference.
It makes a world of difference. Sometimes the team never recovers when they're hit that hard, that quickly.
So my thing for the Lumberjacks tonight, they need to start out fast, offensively and defensively, and try to do what they've been doing in first quarters and outscore Grangeville in the first quarter. If they don't, then I think Grangeville's going to have some confidence and hang around and make it a battle through the whole game.
And being that it's in their home gym, that gives them a little more confidence, too.
Exactly. It's usually a raucous crowd here in Grangeville. I know the numbers aren't quite as big with the COVID restrictions, but it's definitely a little bit bigger crowd than it was when they were in St. Mary's.
Well, when we started the season, these gyms were empty. You could hear a pin drop.
Yeah, exactly.
At least now you're seeing some more capacity. They've got their cheerleaders tonight. It's kind of nice to see things starting to get back to normal.
Yes, it definitely is. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with the national anthem and the starting lineup.
Is your rig check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need time. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great 8 cell battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today.
And we are back, and now we'll get ready for the national anthem. I didn't put my crowd mic out because we're in the crowd, so we don't really have to. So hopefully my microphone on my headset will pick up the national anthem fairly well. So they caught me off guard there. They did the Pledge of Allegiance instead of the national anthem. So starting for the Lumberjacks tonight, it will be 6'3" junior guard, number 3, Coleman Ross. It'll be 6'4" senior post, Randy Bechtel. 6'5" junior post, Mr. Tristan Gentry. And we got 6'3" senior guard, it is Brett Stansel, and 6'2" senior guard, Eli Gibson. Of course, the Lumberjacks are coached by Brian Chase, assisted by A.J. Bechtel. Now the starters for the Bulldogs. It'll be 6'2" senior, Dane Lindsley. 6'1" guard, junior, Miles Lefebvre. 6'2" senior guard, number 12, Blake Shue. 6' senior guard, number 25, Torrey Ebert. And 6' junior guard, it'll be number 34, Caleb Fry, rounding out their lineup. They're coached by Cooper Wright. And now we are ready. Lumberjacks in their green. Bulldogs in their white. Lumberjacks will be going right to left on your radio dial. Tristan Gentry at midcourt, and he is jumping against number 1, Miles Lefebvre. Opening tip is controlled by St. Mary's by the luck of the tip. Grangeville actually got the tip, but it went to St. Mary's. Going to get a short shot by Ross. A rebound to the Bulldogs, and that was from the low post. Ross was way off on that one. That's interesting to see him just kind of line that one right into the side of the rim. The Bulldogs have it. Lefebvre over to the corner now to Ebert, right side. He's rotating up to the top. Takes it all the way to the point now. Now he's working against Gibson. Now back to Lefebvre. He tries to penetrate, kicks the ball back out. Now to the corner to Ebert, and they kick it back out again. As they were working some pretty good ball movement there. Maybe trying to confuse St. Mary's with the ball movement, but then they had somebody that spent a little too much time in the key.
Wasn't moving enough.
Yeah, he was camped out in the key just a little bit too long there. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Then coming the other way, the Blake Shue almost gets a steal, but he slaps it out of bounds instead. The ball will stay with St. Mary's. Into the back court to Ross. Now he hands it right back to Gibson. Gibson guarded by, that is, Ebert. I always remember Ebert because of his mustache. He's had that mustache, I think, since he was a freshman.
Looks like Garner Minshew a little bit.
A little bit. He's got the Minshew mustache going. Ross has the ball right side. Now to the top to Bechtel. Bechtel looks inside. It's going to be a turnover on Bechtel. The Bulldogs right in that passing lane. Still in play.
Force that ball in there a little bit.
And coming the other way, though, is Brett Stansel with a steal of his own. Stansel drives, shot off the back of the iron. It won't go, but he gets his own rebound. Going to get a three-point shot. A three-pointer went up by Gibson. It was no good. Who tipped that in? Was it Gentry?
I think so.
And they're talking about it. Is it going to be a foul against St. Mary's or a foul against Grangeville? Count the basket. So Gentry with the tip in.
But he did foul after the tip in.
Ah. So the foul was after.
Now they're still discussing a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they are. So now they changed it up there. I guess the foul was against St. Mary's. And they
so there's no basket.
The foul actually goes against Stansel, I believe they said. So the Bulldogs inbound. They try to get it all the way down the floor on a quick break. And Tristan Gentry, with a nice hustle play, he deflects that out of bounds. He was trying to plead that he didn't touch it last.
Well, no, I think he thought there was a deflection after his head of the ball.
Yeah. So 6:30 in the first period and still no score. Lefebvre tries to drive, and he's going to get tripped up. And I don't know the rules, but he gets tripped. They call a foul there. Incidental tripping, I think, is one thing, because I see guys get tripped all the time and no whistle called.
Well, part of it is they trip over their own feet sometimes, too.
So the Bulldogs limb down from underneath. St. Mary's with two quick fouls.
The question had to be asked if he stuck his foot out or was his foot still in the defensive position.
Yeah. Ebert down inside to Fry. Back to the top now, or to the wing to Shue. Back over to Ebert on the left side. Now he's going to bring it towards the right side. Drives along the block. Flips the shot up. It won't go. Gentry with the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Gentry is going to drive, and he's going to get the blocking foul called. That goes against Lefebvre. Is it a shooting foul? It appears it will be. Gentry is 52% on the season from the free throw line. 6:04, 2 minutes gone, no score still. Gentry with a chance to change that here. And the first one's going to rattle in. Lining up shot number 2. Colby Renner getting set to come in for the Lumberjacks. Second free throw rattles home. And Tristan Gentry going to get a breather as Colby Renner checks in. Lumberjacks look to be showing their press. And that's not the normal 2-2-1. That looks like a 3-2. Bulldogs quickly get it across. And Stansel working them on the sideline, left side. He gets around somebody was trying to set a screen. Ball back up the top now to Lindsley. Now they swing it around to Lefebvre on the right wing. He's going to work down to the baseline. Now back out. Good defense by Ross. Now up to the wing to Fry. Fry's going to drive. Kicks the ball out the top. Get a three-pointer on the way. And that one is up and good by Ebert. Bulldogs with the lead, 3-2. Hard to believe. I guess it's not hard to believe. 2.5 minutes gone, and the score's only 3-2.
They can do this, but they can come in bunches all of a sudden.
Nice give and go kind of there to Renner from Gibson, and Gibson makes the bucket count, even though it was partially blocked. It still goes in. Gibson with the rebound, or with the assist. Ebert trying to feed it in, and they're going to call a foul on Renner, it looks like, as Renner tried to swipe for that ball. Third foul against St. Mary's. Dane Lindsley comes out. Going in is Jared Lindsley. Eli Gibson comes out. Grayson Sands goes in for the Lumberjacks. 5:09 to go in the first period. 4-3, Lumberjacks up, and a bad pass by Grangeville goes right out of bounds. It's a turnover on the Bulldogs. The Lumberjacks will try to force enough turnovers. You don't want to do unforced turnovers.
Yeah, that's exactly true there.
Grayson Sands will play point. He brings the ball across. He's got Torrey Ebert out on him. Brings it down across the timeline. Back to top to Bechtel. Bechtel back over to Sands, left wing. Sands trying to find an inlet to get it into Renner in the post. He's going to get a foul instead, as that's going to go against Ebert.
Sands' quickness really got to Ebert on that one.
Sands will inbound, goes into the corner, left side to Bechtel. Bechtel cross court to Sands, opposite side. He's going to take the contested three. It is no good. The rebound goes to the Bulldogs. He probably would have had a little bit cleaner shot on that if he would have fielded it cleanly, I guess you could say, on the pass.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs back up top. Ball into the hands of Lefebvre. He's going to drive right side, kicks the ball back out to Shu. Shu has the shot blocked by Stansel, and it was Renner with the rebound. And
that was Stansel with a three-pointer.
With a three-pointer.
7-3 right now. As right now, it's Ebert bringing it up half court, being guarded by Sam.
7-3. Ebert tried to penetrate, kicks the ball back to the top to Shu. Shu drives. His shot won't fall. Sands goes up and gets the rebound. And is that a foul or just out of bounds?
I think it's just St. Mary's ball.
Coleman Ross comes out. Randy Bechtel comes out. Gentry goes back in. And Gibson back in. Lumberjacks have the ball. Gibson taking it down the floor. Down to the corner. Going to be a short corner jump shot. Nice one by Gibson. And knocks it down. 9-3. Lumberjacks stretch that to a 6-point lead. Ebert is going to drive and put the shoulder into Grayson Sands and gets the charge called. I was wondering if that was going to happen. It looked like a charge to me.
It was. That's his second for Ebert. And right now we got a timeout.
Timeout. Who took it? Was it St. Mary's?
I believe it's on Grangeville. No. Yeah, Grangeville called the timeout.
So a little bit of a slow start, but St. Mary's is kind of
they're starting to pick it up a little bit. And their defense has picked up a little bit more also. And it's making it very difficult for Grangeville to look down court and to find the next guy who needs to have that ball to do any type of executing.
Yeah. 9-3, Lumberjacks are in a good spot right now to get that first quarter start that they want.
So far.
Yeah, it can change. There's still 3.5 minutes left.
We're only halfway through the quarter.
So Renner, Stansel, Gentry, Gibson, Sands on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Gibson will take it across. Has it up top, goes over to Sands. Going to get an offensive foul against St. Mary's. It's Stansel with, I guess, an illegal screen, and that is his second foul. Checking back in for the Bulldogs is Dane Lindsley. Coming out is Ebert.
I think he just called the right. Yeah, there's the foul. It's his first.
Oh, so maybe they didn't call a foul on that last? I don't know. There was in that confusion earlier where there's no shots. No, I didn't.
There was a foul on Gentry.
Was it on Gentry?
Yeah.
I thought I heard him say 14, but we'll find out when they come back around to get another foul on Gentry and they put it on the floor.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get another one.
Yeah, that's true.
Make you confused all the time.
Trying to drive in for the Bulldogs is Shu, and they're going to get a jump ball call. I think it was Gentry that ties it up. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. So they'll inbound. Shu will inbound from baseline. Right side, they go to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Jared Lindsley. It is no good. And Gibson was trying to fight for that rebound. Grangeville, a player, I think it might have been Lefebvre, shoots in there and kind of disrupts it, and Gibson knocks it out of bounds, so the ball will stay with Grangeville. Grangeville inbound from base or sideline, and going to get a ball stripped out by Stansel.
Renner just comes out.
Bechtel checks back in for the Lumberjacks.
Stansel stepped out and Ross is back in.
Oh, I already had Stansel in there. Oh, Stansel is out. Okay. And now the Lumberjacks working on defense again. Three-pointer on the way. It is no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Bulldogs, so it'll come over to Lumberjacks. No rebound. 2:49 to go in the first period. 9-3. Lumberjacks leading by 6. Ross controls it.
They called up our place.
Huh? Oh. Ross has the ball up top.
We had some contact over here on that end.
Yeah. Gibson went to the floor, didn't he?
Yes.
I think Coach Chase was even wondering if there was a foul there, but nothing called. Sands to Gentry. Gentry able to recover. Referee almost lost it. Kicks the ball to the short corner to Bechtel. Bechtel long on his shot. Rebound to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs bringing it the other way. Neither team shooting really well. St. Mary's shows at 43%. That's a three-pointer.
Yes.
Straightaway three by Grangeville is good. 9-6, and a travel the other way on Sands. Sands looking maybe to draw a foul there. Nothing happened. Good thing there wasn't a foul against St. Mary's either. So 6-9, Lumberjacks leading by 3. It is Shue with the ball. He drives, going to lose the dribble on the way out, turns the ball over. He had Sands follow him into the paint and just dribbled that one. So the Lumberjacks will bring it in. Ross has the ball. Swings it over to Bechtel. Oh, Bechtel looking for Grayson or for Gibson cutting, and that one was just too far out in front. And Bechtel is going to come out again as Colby Renner goes in. Lumberjacks back on defense. It is Fry with the ball on the left side. Goes over to Lindsley. Lindsley back to the top to Lefebvre. Lefebvre tries to drive. Kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound is going to be pulled in by the Bulldogs. Driving from baseline, Lefebvre. Shot is going to roll in. 9-8. Lumberjacks lead is down to 1. Going to get a quick jumper by Gibson. Gets it off the glass and in from the short corner right side. I think there might have been an assist there, but I didn't see who did it. Lefebvre dribbles the ball off his foot. Ball is loose now. Coach Chase, I think, was hoping for a travel call, and the Grangeville guy was rolling around but didn't get it, but the Bulldogs step out of bounds with the ball, so it's a turnover on Grangeville. Physical first period of play.
As it usually is with these two teams.
11-8, Lumberjacks up, under a minute in the first period. Ross is going to get the ball into the backcourt, and Renner fighting to try to get that, gets called for a foul. And Coach Chase is letting him know to watch what he's doing, and then Colby trying to explain a little bit there, and now Colby's going to come out. Renner comes out. In for Renner is Bechtel. It's only first period, guys. There's, they're some of our guys are getting kind of amped up. It's only a first period, though. Bulldogs have the ball up top to Lindsley. Lindsley working against Bechtel, spins into the paint, kicks the ball back to the top of Lefebvre. Lefebvre at the free throw line, guarded closely by Ross. Bulldogs work it back around the top. Now inside again. Going to get a shot up. It won't go. Rebound is going to be out of bounds. As Bechtel and Weimer fought for it, it goes out of bounds off Weimer. 11-8, Lumberjacks with the slim lead. 13 seconds. Lumberjacks will play for the final shot here in the first period. Ross drives, kicks it out to Gibson. Gibson ahead fake, gets some room. Shot is short for 3. And the rebound is taken by the Bulldogs, but they couldn't do nothing with it as the first quarter comes to an end. It's 11-8 Lumberjacks on top. We'll be back. Hughes Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things that work as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking. And we're back. 11-8 Lumberjacks lead second period here of Lumberjack Grangeville basketball from Grangeville. Sands has the ball for the Lumberjacks. Looks to Gentry, short corner, right side. Gentry works his way through some contact. Can't get the shot to go, and the rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Those are shots you want to make. Coming the other way, it's a nice move by Weimer, and he puts it up and good. 11-10. Lumberjacks have led for a little while now. The Bulldogs did have one lead. They get a pull-up jumper from Gibson. It's no good. And Gentry gets, I believe, a foul called on him.
The foul is on Sands. I wish it should have been, but I don't agree with the call. I think he really got into position to grab the ball.
They haven't put the foul up on the board yet. I don't know who they called that on. They still haven't put it up on the board. All I know is it's the sixth foul against St. Mary's.
I would give that to Sands at this moment because he's the only one that was near the ball at the time.
Three-point shot is no good. Rebound to Sands. Sands drives. It looks like he got fouled. No call coming. Lumberjacks get a steal, though, as I believe that was Gibson with the steal. Gibson with a shot.
Coach Seth is getting a little bit upset right now.
No good.
That free throw on the going to the hoop, he was definitely fouled. And then it looked like Bixel got a clean rebound, but they're calling it. He was in the position to be calling it.
So Sands comes out. Who did that foul go against?
I believe it was on Bechtel.
They're not putting them up on the board. We give one, well, I already took Sands out. So first trip to the free throw line for Grangeville. Free throw 1-1 is missed. Gibson has the rebound. And now they call Gentry for a foul. I don't know what he did down there, but
yeah, I didn't see him grab it. I turned at the wrong moment to see that really had happened.
So Renner goes in. Gentry comes out. Gentry with two fouls.
Yeah. But they sure missed him.
So Coach Chase,
he's working them. He is definitely working them now. Let's go!
Now we've got a meeting with the three refs. This has been a really crazy game to start off with. Two refs are still talking, so it's 1-1. Really? Is that 1-1? St. Mary's was in offensive possession, so is it still an offensive foul? Or since it was
bonus, as far as I tell, there should be one.
So Weimer didn't make any free throws last game, so I don't have anything on him. Makes the first one, ties the game up. Second free throw, that one is good as well.
It's always going to catch you down here.
And Coach Chase wants a timeout, and we'll take it too. We'll be back.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 50,000 high school student athletes in Idaho have one last request. Please set an example. Disorderly fan conduct in high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Idaho high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back after that quick timeout. Lumberjacks with the ball. Gibson into Renner. Nice ball movement, and they put it up and good. 13-12, Lumberjacks leading. 6:30 to go in the half. Low scoring affair. It's been a defensive battle and a little bit interesting calls going on as well. Bulldogs have it left side. Lefebvre drives, gets the ball. No, a foul call. They're going to get that on Ross. Ross took a swipe at the ball. I couldn't see from here. So I don't know if there was contact or not, but at this point, it seems like every single foul that can possibly be called against St. Mary's is being called. Free throw is no good. Renner pulls down the rebound. St. Mary's the other way, down to the corner. Ross back to Gibson. Gibson right side, back to Ross. Ross looks into Renner. Renner was going to try to spin in, and instead he's going to be fouled on the floor.
On Lindsley.
It's only the fourth foul on Grangeville. St. Mary's will inbound from underneath. Into Stansel. Nobody there. Stansel was looking for a quick pass out. Instead, they go to Bechtel. Bechtel for three. His three is short, and it goes out of bounds. 13-12, Lumberjacks with a slim lead. Bulldogs have the ball, right wing. That is in the hands of Lindsley. He hands it off to the top, or that was the right of Lindsley. Now to Lefebvre. Lefebvre the free throw line, kicks out to Shue. Shue working right side, goes back out to Jared Lindsley. Now back to Shue. Shue in the corner, now to the free throw line, just inside of it. Now up to Weimer, short corner left side. And Bechtel comes in a little bit hot there and is going to get called for that foul. And he bumps his bad shoulder. As he's got some tape on that shoulder, he's going to come out for a bit. Ross comes out, stands in. Bechtel out, Gentry back in. Free throws coming for Fry, who was 3 for 4 in St. Mary's. He makes the first one. Ties the ball game back up, 13-all. Fry lines up the next one on the way. That one is no good. Rebound to Gentry. Lumberjacks bring it the other way, all knotted up, 13 apiece. Gibson to Gentry. Gentry, bad pass, tries to force it in to Renner.
A lot of forced turnovers by St. Mary's right now.
Going to get a short corner shot on the way from the Bulldogs. No good. Ball tipped around. And Gentry able to pull down and secure the rebound for St. Mary's. He saves it back into Gentry, or to Gibson. Gibson takes himself to the elbow, takes the shot up and good. 15-13. Weimer has the ball on the left side for the Bulldogs. Lumberjacks with the lead. Just under 5 to go in the half. Back up the top to Lindsley. Jared Lindsley's got pulled a three. It is no good. Gibson skies for the rebound. Lumberjacks back the other way. Gibson works his way into the paint. Nice spin move. Counts the bucket and the foul. Nice move by Gibson to draw that contact and get the shot to drop. That foul goes against number 4.
No, it's on number 12.
12.
Blake Shue. That's his first.
Gibson to the free throw line. 64% on the season, and he makes the bonus. Gibson's going to come out. Ross in. I think the Lumberjacks need to kind of, they for a little while there were some calls were not going in their favor. Their emotions were starting to get ahead of them, and they've settled down a little bit since that. Bulldogs have the ball up top. Lefebvre has it. Looks to penetrate and gets called for the travel. Ross there on some good defense. Torrey Ebert checks in for Grangeville. Reese Weimer comes out. 18-13, Jacks with a 5-point lead. Led by, 6 at one point? I think that's the largest lead they had.
We had a 6-point lead.
Ross has the ball up top, goes to Gentry. Back to Ross, left wing, now inside to Renner. Renner tries to force it into Ross, and it's a turnover on St. Mary's again. Ebert, shot, won't fall. Bulldogs with the rebound. Shot is up and falls in. That was number 1, Lefebvre with the shot. 18-15, Jacks on top. Gentry with another bad pass. Bulldogs with the steal. The shot was up and good by Lefebvre. Did you mark that one down for Lefebvre?
Oh.
Well, we had to call timeout for a ref injury.
Referee is down with a hamstring.
Looks like Gibson's going to come back in for St. Mary's. Brett Stansel comes out. So a couple of bad passes again by St. Mary's. They kind of uncharacteristic on some of those. St. Mary's ball, of course, after that official timeout. Thought to make it more interesting, huh? Less ref on the floor.
Remember, two-man mechanics has been around a lot longer than the three-man has.
Gibson's going to bring it down for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks with just a 1-point lead. Ross goes over to Gentry. Gentry to Sands. Looking into Gibson. Gibson going to try for contact. There's no bucket, but the foul called against Grangeville. That'll put Gibson to the free throw line.
That's Shue's second for Grangeville, and that is the team's 6th. So both teams are shooting bonuses now.
Gibson's first free throw is not going to fall in. Lining up the second shot. On the way. That one is good. Lumberjacks stretch it back. 19-17. Blake Shue brings it across for the Bulldogs. Works it to the left side. Now looking to Ebert. Ebert looks inside. Shot is up, and it's going to fall in. That was Caleb Fry with the bucket. Tie ball game. Sands has the ball up top. Giving it to Gibson. Back over to Sands, right side. Now to Renner. Now to Gentry. Still up top. Gentry's going to take the three. It is no good. And there's a foul against Grangeville on the rebound. So the ball will stay with St. Mary's.
Like shoe.
Renner comes out, Gentry out, Ledbetter goes in, and who was the other? Ross? Ross is already in. Stansel checks back in.
And that was Shue's third personal. And Gibson is shooting 1-1.
All right. Gibson with the first one on the way is good. Gibson lines up the second one on the way. That one's good as well. 21-19, Lumberjacks stretch it back out. Well, not really stretched out. It's just a 2-point lead. But
I would not consider that much of a stretch at the moment.
Ebert has the ball. Goes over to Lindsley. Lindsley back up to top of Lefebvre. Lefebvre up top. Goes back to Ebert, left wing. Now Ebert works his way to the right side. Hands it off to Dane Lindsley. Lindsley trying to look inside. Going to get a steal by Stansel as he read that one pretty good. Gibson brings it the other way. Over to Stansel to the corner to Sands. Sands for three. It's good.
And Grangeville wants a 30-second timeout.
The Bulldogs, I think that's their first timeout. I don't remember. 24-19, Lumberjacks stretch that lead just a little bit. We have a quick timeout by Grangeville. We'll be back.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such complications. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack, your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we're back after that quick timeout. 24-19, Lumberjacks lead. 1:52 to go before halftime. Just took a quick look. Gibson already has 12 points in the first half.
He's been very active in this half.
Three-pointer on the way by Ebert. It's no good. He's able to get his own rebound, though. The Bulldogs have it back up top, but going to get a steal. I'm going to give that to Ledbetter as he was able to swipe that ball out. Gibson with a nice movement, and he fakes going up. Lefebvre makes some contact and gets called for the foul. Good job by Gibson. Sending him back to the free throw line, seeing if he can add to his points that he's got so far. Makes the front end. As it's still 1-1, right? Yeah. 8 fouls for Grangeville. Second one on the way. That one is good as well. 26-19, back to a 7-point lead for St. Mary's. I think that's the biggest lead they've had. Ebert has it, corner, right, left side, picks up his dribble, back to the top to Lindsley. Lindsley is going to try for the shot. Nice one by Lindsley. It's up and good. That was Jared Lindsley. Had Ledbetter in his face, put it just over the top of him. Gibson, left, right side. Little stutter, gives it off to Sands. Sands drives with a nice look. And Sands puts it up and good as he drives the lane. I think that's Grayson's first bucket. Oh, no, he had a three-pointer.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is Trey.
Back to the top to Ebert. Bulldogs working with the ball, setting up maybe for the final shot. 46 seconds. They get it down inside to Lindsley, and his shot is well off the mark.
Great defense by Ledbetter on that one.
Gibson on the rebound. 33 seconds. Lumberjacks going to maybe play for that final shot here. Ross is going to drive. Oh, loses his footing. He's able to keep possession. No travel. Back to Gibson. Now over to Ross. 15 seconds on the clock. Ross looks left side. Now he's back drive. Going to get a shot, and it's good. Stancil, short corner. Assist by Ross, and the Lumberjacks will take a 9-point lead into the half and a little bit of momentum, 30-21. We'll be back with the halftime report. Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic or custom machined items to repair. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repair, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs. They quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Coogee, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido. If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees, lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try Red Bull Infused or Lotus Energy Drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's. And we are back with the halftime story as the first half, the first 2 periods, St. Mary's outscored 11-8, outscored Grangeville 11-8 in the first period and 19-13 in the second period to get this narrow 30-20. It's a little bit better lead than they've had. 30-21, 9 points. They were able to kind of settle down a little bit, and make a little bit of a run there at the end of the second to help stretch that out a little bit.
They were able to execute their offense a little better, Tim, in that stretch as well.
And they made some key free throws down that last part of that first half. Taking a look at the team stats, St. Mary's, shooting pretty good, 45%. They're 10 of 22 from the floor. Grangeville not far off, 8 of 21 38% from downtown or three-point range. St. Mary's 2 of 7, 28%. Grangeville 2 of 8, 25%. The Lumberjacks doing some good work at the free throw line, mostly been Eli Gibson. He is Lumberjacks 8 of 9, 88% from the charity stripe. Grangeville 3 of 6 for 50%. And those numbers right there loom large for St. Mary's if they can keep that up down through the rest of this game, especially the free throw shots. Rebounds, 12 for St. Mary's, 11 for Grangeville, 2 offensive rebounds for the Lumberjacks, 3 offensive for the Bulldogs, 10 defensive for St. Mary's, 8 defensive for Grangeville. St. Mary's had 4 assists, 4 steals. The Bulldogs had 2 assists and 3 steals. St. Mary's with 6 turnovers, the Bulldogs with 9, but some of those turnovers were very uncharacteristic forced ones.
They were much more forced than usual to see from this team.
That number isn't bad for the first half, but they could have been a lot less. And Grangeville had some forced ones too. My foul numbers are off. I have 8 apiece, but I know we had 10, I think, in the first half.
Yes.
Bench points, St. Mary's with 9. Grangeville, do you know what their bench points are?
Hold on a second. Their bench points, it would appear that we've got 6 points off the bench for them at this point.
St. Mary's does not have any second chance points. Grangeville with 4. Points off turnovers, St. Mary's with 3. Grangeville with 4, so neither team really doing much with that. What are the individuals for the Bulldogs?
Tim, it starts out, it looks like, Miles Lefebvre came out and started scoring pretty well for him. He's got 9 points right now. He's got a three-pointer in there as well, followed up by Tori Ebert with 5, Reese Weimer with 4, Jared Lindsley with 2, and Caleb Fry with 1.
And Lefebvre was one of the leading scorers the last game we had. He had 12 against St. Mary's the last time they played.
So he's certainly on pace to at least match that, if not exceed it. Grangeville, though, I think what I'm seeing from them right now is that they're not able to execute the offense as well as they'd like to in that second quarter, and that's another reason St. Mary's got on its run as well as it did.
So St. Mary's individually, Eli Gibson has just about half of the Lumberjack points with 14. Grayson Sands and Brent Stansel have 5, Renner with 4, and Gentry with 2. Second half, Lumberjacks need to, I don't think they've been able to do as much inside.
Well, they just need to continue to execute their offense, not try to rush it and panic when they get it inside. If they're not getting what they want, they need to reset. They're famous for doing that. All they need to do is, like I said, execute it the way they're accustomed to doing.
Well, they've got a nice little lead to work with here in the second half. They need to come out and try to extend that out to really put Grangeville in a little bit of a bind, and that'll help them. But if Grangeville makes some adjustments and they come out and score the first several points, it's going to be right back to a nip and tuck ball game.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens. We'll be back with the second half.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching bands all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of the typical Idaho high school budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Cold weather is coming, and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA, SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. And we are back, and both teams getting set to hit the floor. They'll be switching sides. Lumberjacks will be going left to right. We did make note that earlier Randy or Beckles had banged his shoulder up against a Grangeville player. He is just now heading out of the locker room. Not 100% sure if we'll see him playing much more this evening.
He's favoring that left arm.
So we'll have to see how things go with Randy. That could, Lumberjacks have a lot of depth, but that could put him down one guy. I mean, does put him down one guy if he's not going to play. Bulldogs will start with possession of the second half, and it will be Lefebvre with the ball. Got Renner. I'm trying to see who the lineup is out there for the Lumberjacks. Okay, Sands is not out there either. It's Ross, I believe. Stansel. Okay, so who I got not out there? Gentry, there we go. Okay. Lumberjacks on defense. Bulldogs have the ball, left corner. Looking to go drive baseline and kicks the ball back to the top to Ebert. Ebert, Euro steps in. Nice move by Ebert. It is no good, though, and I think it was Ross with the rebound. Ross to Renner. Renner gets it into Gentry. Gentry gets fouled.
That's Ebert's third.
They have a couple of guys with three, so that's kind of a help for St. Mary's because the Bulldogs,
their depth is not as strong.
Yeah, they have only 9 guys on their roster. And that was a perfect look. Nobody followed Gentry as he cut into the paint on that inbound pass, gets the alley-oop assist from Gibson on the inbound. Lumberjacks score first in the second half. 32-21. It's up to an 11-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Now they swing it into Lindsley. He's going to pull up jumper from about the elbow. No good. And Stansel with the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Gibson over to Ross, left side. Ross drives, looking inside to Renner. Oh, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Ross. Ross gets called for the offensive foul inside. 32-21, Lumberjacks lead. One foul apiece here to start the second half for both teams. Lindsley has the ball. Now over to Lefebvre. Lefebvre kicks it off to Dane Lindsley. Bulldogs trying to work their offense, trying to feed it inside, and it's going to be a steal, I think, by Stansel as he deflected that. Lumberjacks have it. Gibson goes inside to Renner. Renner, shot is up and no good, but Gibson got the rebound. Gibson tried for the putback. It would not fall. The rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have the ball. Caleb Fry, he's looking for somebody. They kind of have a rotation going from the right side, looking for an open cutter. He instead goes to the left, and now we're going to get a blocking foul against St. Mary's. They're going to call Renner for a foul. That's his first.
No, it's his third. Should be his third, and it is.
Yep, that's a couple of fouls I just threw here.
That is coming back in.
So, I had the wrong Renner in there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well. That's still back in. I had the wrong Tyler Renner. I had Tyler Renner on the floor.
He's not even dressed for this.
No. The Bulldogs have the ball after that foul, and a bad pass is a turnover on the Bulldogs. Down inside to Ross. Ross, the shot from underneath won't go. Gentry with the rebound. Gentry puts it up and good. The Bulldogs take a timeout. 5:49 to go in the third. 34-21. Lumberjacks on a nice little run to start the third.
Timeout.
And we'll be back.
Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free, and will even come to your house and offer chimney fire prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department.
And we are back. Bulldogs take a quick full timeout. I think that's their second timeout. 5:49 to go in the third. St. Mary's up 34-21. They've outscored. It's not a big outscoring, but they've outscored Grangeville 4-0 here to start the third. Bulldogs have the ball. I think I've got my lineup right. I'm not sure. No, Gibson is not out there. Ledbetter is out there as well, though, for the Lumberjacks. So the Bulldogs with a little bit of a weave up top.
Sands is in.
Sands is in, and who did I say was the other one? Stansel? No, I got
Ledbetter.
Ledbetter. I think Bechtel must be out. I missed the shot there by saying you're going to get a shot by Grangeville. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Stansel. St. Mary's had a rebound and turned it over a second ago. Out to Sands for an open three. It's up and good. From the corner, I believe Stansel with the cross-court assist on that one.
I would say so.
You would have thought Stansel was a quarterback in high school. Bulldogs have the ball, left corner, in the hand in Lindsley. Lindsley guarded by Ledbetter. Now they go to the top to Shue. Shue's going to drive, kicks the ball out to Dane Lindsley. Offensive foul against the Bulldogs. I think that was Shue getting that foul called against him. Or no, yeah.
That would be Shue's fourth
foul.
And Reese Weimer coming in.
Ross out, Gibson in for St. Mary's. (37-21), Lumberjacks have stretched it to a 16-point lead. Right? Correct.
You got your math right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I wanted to double check with you. My maths aren't the greatest sometimes, especially on the fly. Dan, straight away three. It is short. Had a good look at it. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Back to the opposite side. Lefebvre with a three. And they're going to give Lefebvre the three and the foul call against St. Mary's. They're going to call Sands with that one, and Sands is asking what he did exactly. 4-point play for Lefebvre. And he does make the three-point play. 4-point play. Still a 12-point lead for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's has the ball. Gibson up top. That was Sands first. Gibson a little bowling ball action, and Lumberjacks end up with it again. Ledbetter has it off of an offensive board. Shot by Gentry won't go. Ball goes out of bounds off of St. Mary's. I missed a couple of shots there, so I don't have those tallied up, but that's okay. 37-25, that ball was out of bounds off of St. Mary's, and we got Grayson Sands out. Sean Elliott in. Sean Elliott averages about 3 points per game. And he does that with not a lot of playing time, too. Bulldogs working a weave up top. Not Ledbetter, that is Lindsley. Lindsley Lefebvre right side. Up the top. Now he works back to the right side of the floor. Now they try to feed it inside, and they can't get it to Lindsley underneath. Turnover. Ledbetter comes out for the Lumberjacks. Ross goes in.
Ledbetter did not go out.
Oh, Ledbetter's still in. Stansel came out.
Ebert comes back in for Grangeville, replacing Jared Lindsley.
Lumberjacks bring it down. Gibson has the ball up top, swings over to Elliott. Elliott back to Gibson. Gibson works his way to the left side. Now back to top to Ross. Now over to Gentry. Lumberjacks slowing down their offense a little bit. Down to Elliott, right corner. Elliott takes it to the wing, goes back to Gibson up top. Gibson, he's going to drive. Can't find an open look. Goes out to Ledbetter. Ledbetter to the top to Gentry. Gentry for three. Oh, just off the mark.
Well executed. Nothing wrong with it. The ball just didn't drop.
First time I've seen Gentry take that many threes in one game. And again, Ledbetter with a nice hustle play. Can't complete the steal, though, as he deflects that one out of bounds. And just then, Ledbetter's going to come out.
No, he's not.
Oh,
Gentry, no. You're just wanting to get Ledbetter out of that game.
He kept looking like he's going to come out, and then Stansel goes back in.
Justin's doing a real nice
yeah,
job out there right now.
that's why I was kind of surprised. He made that nice hustle. I was going to say, you don't want to take him out just yet. There it is again. Another one by Ledbetter. Ledbetter with another big deflection for the Lumberjacks. 37-25.
That makes it easy for him, but to get the ball inside.
And what was...
He bounced it off of Ledbetter,
Oh, okay.
got the ball.
And then Ledbetter fouled him. Okay. Heads-up play there by Caleb Fry. That'll send Fry to the free throw line for the 2 free throws. First one falls in. Gentry's going to go back in. Sean Elliott is out. .245 to go. Fry's next free throw won't fall. Rebound to Gentry. Lumberjacks bring it the other way. 37-26, still a double-digit lead for St. Mary's. Bulldogs have been chipping away a little bit at it, though, as Lumberjacks in a dry spell for a moment shooting. Gibson, right wing. Looking for his post. Can't get it. He's going to go ahead and take the 3. It's off the front of the iron. It won't fall. Rebound to the Bulldogs. It was an open look. Bulldogs back the other way on offense. Ebert works the way right side, and Ebert gets called for the travel. I don't think St. Mary's has turned it over a whole lot. No, I have no turnovers so far for St. Mary's in the half. Bulldogs are up to 13. Ross has the ball up top for the Lumberjacks. Over to Stansel. Stansel looking. He's going to go hard into Ledbetter. Ledbetter, shot is up. It won't go. Good look for Ledbetter. He tried to draw some contact. Couldn't get it.
Easy use of glass on that, Tim.
Yeah. Bulldogs on the rebound. They almost lose the ball out of bounds, and they are able to keep it in play. You got Fry. Out to Ebert. Working from the right side. Now to the corner to Weimer. Weimer, short corner. Can't get open. Gets it back out to Ebert in the corner on the right side. Now he brings it to the wing. Now he picks up his dribble. Now they get it to the top of the key. That's Fry. Fry to Weimer. Weimer to the free throw line. Now he's going to go ahead and take the shot. It doesn't go. Gibson with the rebound. 37-26. St. Mary's with the ball. A little bit of a weave up top for the Lumberjacks. Their typical kind of like signature thing when you get close to that final minute of play in the quarter or period. Gibson with it up top. Now the Bulldogs come out a little bit tighter on it. Gibson picks up his dribble on the left side, goes to Ross. Ross had to make sure he wasn't close to the timeline. Backs it up. Lafette comes out on him. Now goes over to Gibson. Gibson head fake. Now takes his dribble. Now back to Ross up top, around to Ledbetter on the left side. Now to the corner to Gentry. Weaving it back to the top again. Lumberjacks on the stall. Almost have the ball picked from behind, and a foul going to be called. As it was almost a clean steal, but I think he made a little bit of contact afterwards, and that's Dane Lindsley with the foul.
2 seconds.
Coming out is Weimer. Going in is Lindsley. Ledbetter now comes out of the game. Grayson Sands goes in for him with 37 seconds on the clock. I think they wanted to put in another outside threat for the final 30 seconds. Gibson to Ross. Over to looking for Sands, but a good defense by the Bulldogs there. They do find Gentry, and they pull it back up to the top. Gentry working against Lindsley. Spins in. Shot is up. Oh, it won't fall. Nice move by Gentry. Rebound to the Bulldogs. 5 seconds. Ebert wings one up there, and it's no good. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. That one was a good one for St. Mary's. And let's see here. As the Lumberjacks 37, Bulldogs 26. And really it was only a 2-point advantage at the end, 7-5. But Lumberjacks still hold on to an 11-point lead. We'll be back. Winter is here, and it's time to get your animals ready for the winter weather. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals, large and small, need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. Triple X Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See Triple X Feed in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait.
And we're back, getting set for the final frame. St. Mary's with a double-digit lead, but in this game, that 11 points can evaporate quickly depending on what Grangeville comes out with. Grangeville, though, is in a little bit of foul trouble.
That and the fact that they're not executing as well on offense because the defense of St. Mary's has picked up very well in this second half.
Yeah, no turnovers for St. Mary's in the third period. Grangeville, though, had a total of 13. I think they had about 4 or 5 second-half turnovers already, because I think they only had 8 at the end of the first half. Lumberjacks, Grayson Sands over to Gibson. Renner's in there for the Lumberjacks. I don't have my roster totally set right here. Going to get a drive by Sands. His shot won't fall in. The rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Gibson playing dangerous there with a possible foul. No whistle, though. You try to swipe that from behind. 3-point shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound went to Gentry. And Lumberjacks take it the other way. Going to get a shot by Renner. It was no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. I've got to get this lineup set for St. Mary's. Dan, Ross, Gentry, and Renner. There we go. Shot on the way from 3-point range. No good. Offensive board, though. And that was the shot up. No good. Gibson with the rebound. Might have even been a block there, but I don't know. Gibson brings the ball across for St. Mary's. Gibson works it to the left side, goes to the top for Renner. Renner take that 3 from straight away, but he wouldn't do it. Gentry backs the way in, gets it to Renner at the free throw line. Oh, short arms down.
He can't buy one tonight.
No, some uncharacteristic shooting from a couple of guys. Renner just not feeling it, I don't think. Lumberjacks have the defense, and Renner looked like he did everything right. Gets called for the third foul. Dane Lindsley was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Coach Chase trying to figure out why his guys keep getting fouls on him like that. Free throws up and good. Sands, Gibson out. Stansel, Ledbetter on. Next free throw by Dane Lindsley. On the way, that one is no good. And I think Gentry thought he got pushed in the back trying to look for the rebound.
It bounced hard off the rim and off of him.
Lumberjacks on defense again. 10-point lead into the corner. Going to get a 3-point shot from Dane Lindsley. That's no good. And the rebound went to Ross. Ross brings it down. Drives. Going to put the little floater up on the runner into the paint. Won't go. Lumberjacks almost always make those types of shots, and they're not falling for them.
Cold shooting this half, this quarter.
Lafette has it over to Ebert. Ebert working left side. Sands hands him off to Ross. He goes to the right side, drives. And they're going to call a foul on the floor against St. Mary's. All of a sudden, the whistles are coming alive against the Jacks again. That would be foul number 3 on Ross. And 15 foul against St. Mary's. Ross is going to come out. They'll send Gibson back in. You know, it's always been said that the refs up here in District 2 call things a little differently, I would say. Into the corner. Shot on the way. 3-pointer. It's good. That was Jared Lindsley. Coach Chase with a quick timeout. Lumberjacks
full timeout.
Lead down to 37-30, and we kind of mentioned that just before we came into the final quarter. That
they're just not finding a bucket right now on the offensive end. The defense is doing just fine.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back up for a quick break.
Looking for some new winter clothes? Look no further than Timber Country and the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. 75% off all clearance clothing, as well as 40% off winter fashion, 50% off winter jackets, and 25% off snow pants, gloves, and hats. Also, new spring fashion is arriving daily. It's all at Timber Country and the Country Fair. Timber Country and the Country Fair on the Main Street in St. Mary.
And we are back. Lumberjacks have been outscored to start the fourth, 4-0 to Grangeville. Lumberjacks with a 37-30 lead. It's been definitely a defensive battle in this one. Lowest scoring game I think I've seen of the season.
I just don't think the shots are falling as well either on both ends, and especially in this fourth quarter for St. Mary's.
Both teams right about the same shooting percentage, 34 and 32.
They've had some good looks, Tim. It just ball hasn't fallen.
Ringer is not in there.
And they got a man-to-man press going here, Grangeville.
See who I've got on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Pressed by the Bulldogs. Gentry to Ledbetter. Ledbetter puts it up good.
Ledbetter gets the 2 from the Gentry.
Is Stansel out there? That's who's out there. Okay, I got my lineup all corrected. Lumberjacks on defense. Driving is Lefebvre. Oh, a little body bump there. Gibson gets called for that foul. Only his second foul. Teams, is that going to be number 7 or is it number 6?
That will be the 7th, I'm sure.
7. So 1-1 for the Bulldogs from here on out, at least until they get the double bonus. That'll put Lefebvre to the free throw line. No good on the shot. Rebound by Ledbetter. Gibson gets the play call from Coach Chase, brings it across. Bulldogs didn't press this time. Gibson works it to the left side. Drives. Nice layup by Gibson. Back to the way. It's Ebert working right side. They hand it off to Shue in the corner. Shue double team. Now they go to Lindsley. Lindsley has Ledbetter on him. Now over to Fry. Fry stood up, back out to Lindsley up top. Now to Lefebvre. Lefebvre drives. Shot is going to be waved off because Gentry gets the charge taken. The foul against Lefebvre as he drives into the lane. So Stansel goes out. Coleman Ross back in, which I already had him in there, I think. So I got to figure out who I don't have. Grayson Sands. Lumberjacks get it down. Oh, it was a good look. They broke the press down to the corner to Gentry. Ledbetter coming into the paint looking for the give-and-go kind of thing going on there, and Gentry just off on the pass. Back to an 11-point lead for the Lumberjacks, 41-30. Ebert drives. Oh, Gibson thought he sat in there. I thought Gibson was set.
No.
No?
He leaned into him.
Well, I'll go with you. You were a ref. That'll send Torrey Ebert to the free throw line. Has he been to the free throw line?
That was the first shot at the line tonight.
So Ebert misses the first free throw. Renner going to come back in. He's coming in for Gentry. He points at him, and Gentry points at himself like, me? Yeah, you. Come on.
Give him a little spell.
Next free throw on the way by Ebert. That one is going to be good. A 10-point lead for St. Mary's. Press again. Man press, like Clark said, in the backcourt. Over to Ross. Now to Sands in the corner. Wide open for three. That one won't fall, though. Rebound went to Ebert. Ebert brings it down. Kicks it out to the corner to Shue. Shue quickly covered. trying to work his way down the baseline. Kicks it back to the top to Lindsley. That's Jared. Now over to Lefebvre. Lefebvre kicks it to the wing to Ebert. Ebert drives. And I think Ross... No, they called it on... I thought they were going to get I thought they were going to get Ross when he swiped at that as he went by. But
Ledbetter pushed before the shot.
So Ledbetter's coming out.
That's Ledbetter's second.
.356 to go. Almost double bonus now. Free throw's on the way. It's good. Bulldogs cut it back to a 9-point lead. Just under 4 to play. On the way. That one is no good. Stansel with the rebound. St. Mary's brings it the other way. Ross over to Gibson. Gibson on the left side of the floor. Gibson playing with Lefebvre and looking for a foul there as Gibson ran into Lefebvre, takes him to the ground, and Gibson goes to the ground too. No whistle for the Lumberjacks, and we end up with a timeout for St. Mary's.
It's a 30-second timeout. Tim, again, St. Mary's is in control, and they're playing very good defense because it looks to me like Grangeville is playing out of control on offense right now. And then when they do go into a press now, they're doing the 2-2-1 press now. It's not man.
Yeah.
Just to see how this is going, so you'll know what's going on at this point.
And still, I don't know about some of the few of the calls here and there. Timeout done. Colby Renner, Gibson, Stansel, Ross, and Sands on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks with 9 fouls in the second half. Grangeville with just 4. Feels like they should have a few more, but they haven't had those whistles go for St. Mary's. Into Ross. Ross into Renner. Renner makes a nice move and flips the shot up and good.
There, you got one to fall.
I think that's his first bucket of the night.
That's what I think.
43-32. Ebert tried to pass it out to the corner.
Out of
Gibson.
control. They're not really working hard here.
Gibson with the steal. Gibson's going to lay it up and in. There could be a little bit of fatigue starting to set in for the short-handed Bulldogs, too. Out to the corner to Fry.
They just can't execute their offense because of the defense right now.
Shue drives it in, and Shue puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. Press again from Grangeville. Lumberjacks trying to get it down the sideline. Going to have it to Sands. Sands dodges and weaves. Over to Stansel. Stansel lays it up and in from the left side.
They're beating the press very easily right now.
And it's helping get the easy lay-ins.
That's what I'm saying, because you've even said there's just little lay-ins going in right now.
Lefebvre with the missed 3. The ball's going to go out of bounds, I believe, off of St. Mary's. Stansel comes out. Gentry back in. 34-47. Jacks up by 13. Led by as much as 16 at one point. Up to Ebert. Ebert back out to Lefebvre. Lefebvre goes back over to Ebert. Ebert, long 3. That's off the back of the iron. No good. The rebound to Gentry. Gibson brings it across for the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs having a dry spell shooting of their own. And they're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Chase. Grangeville crowd wasn't too happy. I guess they thought maybe we didn't have full possession or something. I don't know, but they were kind of, I don't know what they thought. But anyways, we'll take a timeout too. We'll be back.
When life throws you a curveball, your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers great features like money-saving discounts, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and cash back. This card saves you money. Does your debit card do that? P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
I still don't have any turnovers. Are hungry, need gas, or what? I still don't have any turnovers for St. Mary's in the second.
They have one this half.
Do they have one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they threw it out of bounds. That one should be on there, but it's not. Oh, let me see if it is. Nope, yeah, I should have had that one. I knew that one happened.
Yeah. That was on Gentry, the turn.
Yeah, I remember.
Trying to get it over to Ledbetter, but he's right behind him.
Rangeville has 14 turnovers. We got a quick meeting with a couple of captains. I mean, what?
Yeah. I think there was some extracurricular after the timeout was called.
Maybe between those two, I don't know. Between Gibson and Ebert, maybe, I'm not sure, but they have a little fist bump there and good to go again. So I don't know. Ross over here is laughing and talking with Blake Shue as they're waiting for play to get started again. Hopefully I have my lineup set right. I do. Okay. Into Gibson. Gibson has the ball. Going to get the ball out to Ross. Ross, cross court stands over to Gentry. Gentry back to Gibson. Ebert almost was able to get a fingertip on that one. Looks like a really in-your-face defense the Bulldogs are trying to work right now. That was a great look. Gibson skipped past it between Lindsley's legs, but Gentry was going the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. So there's your second turnover.
Yeah. Ebert has it for the Bulldogs. Now to Shue. Shue back over to Ebert. Ebert is going to drive. Comes into a Ross. Ross with the shot is no good. The rebound goes to Sands, and the Lumberjacks go the other way. Ross to Renner. Count the bucket and the foul. As Ross got the Bulldog player up off, that was Dane Lindsley, gets him up off the floor and counts the bucket and the foul. Lumberjacks starting to stretch this out a little bit, up to a 15-point lead. Renner, 77% on the season from the charity stripe. And he makes the bucket count. Colby Renner comes out. Brett Stansel in. 1:33 to go. Lumberjacks holding on to a decent lead here late in the game. Going to get a quick Shue. I was going to say Shue. I was trying to say three and Shue in the same sentence.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, ball goes out of bounds. That one was an air ball. Again, pressing is the Bulldogs. Cross-court pass to Stansel over to Gentry. Gentry works his way to the low post. Can't get the shot to go the first try. Can't get the second one to go. Stansel had an offensive putback that didn't go.
Now St. Mary's is setting up.
And I think Lumberjacks will try again. Under a minute. Lumberjacks working the clock now. Gibson has it up top. Over to Gentry. Well, if it ends like this, St. Mary's is a little bit below their average, but they've held Grangeville below the average that they allow opponents, so there's something there. Gibson to Gentry. Gentry over to Stansel. Stansel shot won't go. It was a good look.
Use the glass.
Rebound to the Bulldogs. 30 seconds to go, and a foul underneath. That foul goes against Gibson. Lumberjacks sending in some substitutions here. As it's Blake Shue to the free throw line. He was 0 for 1 last time we played him. Has he been to the free throw line tonight? Is that his first time?
Yes, it was.
Makes the first one. Gentry, Stansel, Gibson, Ross come out. Elliott,
Ledbetter,
McMaster,
Renner,
and Colby Renner. Second free throw. Second free throw no good, but I think they're going to call a foul on St. Mary's on the rebound. That'll be Ledbetter, his third foul. Double bonus for the Bulldogs. Dane Lindsley to the free throw line. I think he's 2 for 2 tonight.
Actually, he's 1 for 2.
1 for 2. Make it 1 for 3 because he missed that one. Second shot by Lindsley on the way. That one is no good. Offensive rebound. Putback was no good. Another offensive rebound. And the putback that time is good. Oh, turnover on St. Mary's.
Sloppy at the end a little bit.
That was a three-pointer by the Bulldogs. And the clock will run out. 50-40. As the Lumberjacks do come away with the win. They move to 3-0 in league play, 14-0 overall. Let's take a break, and we'll be back and start our postgame.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by XXX Feed. That's right, 10th Street Superstop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. If it's farm supplies and pet feed you need, go see XXX Feed. That's 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Brent Electric is a family-owned and operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Brent Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Brent Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Brent Electric in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor Recycling. Andy's Arbor Recycling specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor Recycling also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Recycling. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. And Arbor and Cycling.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. The Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet auction, spirit building, senior night, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes.
That is playing.
This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports is not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. Not exactly necessarily the cleanest we've seen St. Mary's play, but there was some stuff, other stuff in there as well, not just St. Mary's wise. But
a win is a win.
A win is a win. Yeah, it's still a 10-point victory for the Lumberjacks, 50-40 over Grangeville. Lumberjacks scored 7 in the third period. Grangeville with 5 in the fourth period. Grangeville scored 14. St. Mary's scored 13. And actually, wasn't the last game, this is almost,
was it 10-point mark?
It's almost a mirror image, except for it's both teams with 10 points left. It was 50-60 last time.
Yes.
Both teams not shooting too bad. Grangeville 33%, St. Mary's 38% from the floor. 25% for St. Mary's from downtown, 27% for the Bulldogs. Lumberjacks, 90% from the free throw line. Best night of the season so far for free throw shooting. And 45% for Grangeville. Rebound, St. Mary's with 30, Grangeville with 26. Go ahead. 8 assists for the Lumberjacks, 5 for Grangeville, 6 steals for St. Mary's, 3 for Grangeville. 9 turnovers for the Lumberjacks, 14 turnovers for Grangeville. Bench points for St. Mary's, 19. What do you have for bench points for Grangeville?
You're going to challenge me on that.
I'm going to challenge you.
I see, actually, it looks like 9 points.
All righty. Second chance points. St. Mary's didn't do as well tonight on second chance and turnover points. They had 2 second chance points, 7 points off turnovers. Grangeville with 8 second chance points and 7 points off turnovers. Individually for the Bulldogs?
Individually, our high scorer tonight was Miles Lefebvre with 15 tonight. Also, Tori Ebert with 7, Jared Lindsley with 5, Reese Weimer with 4, and I see Kerry LaFry with 2, and Dane Lindsley with 2 points as well.
All righty. Let's see here. Taking a look at the Lumberjacks, we had 3 players almost in double digits tonight. Eli Gibson finished with 18 points. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. 9 points for Colby Renner. He had all those coming in the second half. He had 2 rebounds. 8 points for Grayson Sands. He also had 3 rebounds. Grayson did not have any steals tonight, which is surprising, or assists. 7 points for Brett Stansel. Stansel had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. 6 points for Tristan Gentry, who had 9 rebounds and 1 assist. 2 points for Justin Ledbetter, who had a steal and a rebound. And 2 points, he had a steal, he had 2 rebounds. And that winds up the scoring. Coleman Ross held scoreless tonight. He did have 2 rebounds.